Hi guys, so this is gonna be my mock interview. I don't have anybody to read me the interview questions because I live alone, so what I'm gonna do is every time I ask the question to myself, I'm gonna take off my glasses, and every time I answer it, I'm just gonna put them back on, kind of as if there's somebody else asking the question, but not really. I hope I still get points for this, but yeah, I live by myself and I don't want to go out because of the corona, so this is kind of how I'm gonna do things. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. All right, so tell me about yourself. Hi, my name is Ashley. I am a 21-year-old college student, part-time, and I am seeking a part-time or full-time employment. Why do you want this job? I want this job because it would fulfill an employment need, and it seems like a very interesting and new opportunity to learn a new set of skills. I have worked in customer service for probably around 3 years, but I've never done anything commission-based, so I think this would be a great opportunity for me. Why do you want to work for our company? I want to work for K Jewelers because all of the customers that come in here seem very happy and satisfied with the service they receive, so I thought, why not be a part of this type of community and workplace? Why should I hire you? You should hire me because I'm an extremely hard worker. I always show up to work every day on time, ready to work. I know what customer service is. I know what it can do to an employer, an employee, and the amount of energy and effort that comes along with it. And on top of that, all of my references can vouch for me that I am hands down a great employee. I always show up to work and I rarely call out. What are your career plans? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? All right, so in 5 years, I see myself graduating with a bachelor's or higher, or attending a master's degree program. I am going to college to pursue a field in the education, and I hope to have at least my bachelor's in 5 years. I'm not 100% sure, it just depends on my employment and whether I do part-time or full-time school. But I definitely am looking for employment that is long-term, so maybe I'll work here in 5 years if you do decide to hire me. If you do decide to hire me. All right. Why did you leave your last job? I left my last job due to inconsistency with the schedule. I work in restaurants, mostly that's the most of the customer service I have had. And I've also worked in hotels, but my last job was a restaurant job, and it just seemed like the schedule changed every single week, and I wasn't guaranteed a certain number of hours. And if business was slow on top of that, I just was not meeting the pay grade that I needed to pay my rent and my other bills. What is one of your weaknesses? I think one of the weaknesses I have is that I always want to satisfy everyone, and I know that working in customer service, you're not always going to be able to satisfy someone, whether it's their budget or their taste in jewelry or food or really just anything. There's always going to be those people who are incredibly hard to come to terms with. So I think that's just probably one of my only weaknesses, is that I try to go above and beyond, and it sometimes doesn't pay off. Tell us about a time when you met or exceeded a customer's expectation, part-time sales, or tell us about a time when you felt that you did an exceptional job as a leader. All right, well, a time I probably exceeded a customer's expectations was, and this happened all the time actually, when a customer does not receive something they feel, they're entitled to regarding food or service at a restaurant, we usually offer to throw in a free dessert, or usually if they were really unhappy, I just kind of had to fill out the situation. I would offer to get a manager or to get, someone, a supervisor, someone of a higher position than I am to come talk to the customer without me being present, because sometimes they would speak more freely to a manager or somebody else rather than myself if I had done something wrong. A time where I did an exceptional job as a leader, I think just being a good coworker is doing an exceptional job as a leader. I don't think you have to necessarily be in a management position to be an exceptional leader. I do know there was a time where one of my coworkers messed up an order on a customer's dish, and she was trying to diffuse the situation with the customer. So I saw that from afar. I came up to the table right alongside her, and I just, try to tell him, the kitchen's behind, it happened to my tables too, but we're gonna get you a complimentary plate of our Zapoli desserts. This was at Olive Garden. And once those desserts came out, they tried them, they loved them, and their overall experience really turned around from that. So I think when people see that you are going above and beyond to satisfy them, they will, for the most part, appreciate it in the end. All right. How much do you expect to earn in this position? In this position, I expect to earn base pay on top of commission, just like anybody else. And do you have any questions? When do I start? No, I'm just kidding. All right, yep, that's my video. I don't know if I took off my glasses for that last two questions, but yeah, like I said, I don't really have anybody to read me the questions, so I kind of did what I could. Thank you for watching.